Picture a player gliding down the ice at breakneck speed, protected by cutting-edge armor, wielding a carbon fiber stick. Every piece of equipment engineered for maximum performance and safety. But it wasn't always this way. In the bitter cold of 1875 Montreal, the first organized ice hockey game looked vastly different. Players strapped crude blades to leather boots, gripped wooden sticks, and wore little more than wool sweaters to stay warm. No helmets, no padding, just raw determination and a wooden puck. The sport was born from a fascinating blend of influences: lacrosse from indigenous peoples, hurling from Ireland, bandy from the Netherlands, and the physicality of British rugby. This is the story of how hockey equipment evolved from those humble beginnings to become the sophisticated gear we see today. A transformation that changed not just how the game is played, but how players are protected. Imagine stepping onto the ice in the 1900s. Your shin guards, strips of leather reinforced with wood. Your gloves, simple winter wear with maybe some crude padding sewn in. And your head, completely exposed to flying pucks and hard ice. The earliest players fashioned their own protective gear in their garages, using whatever materials they could find. Some even adapted cricket pads for goalie protection, showing the resourcefulness of these pioneering athletes. This was hockey in its purest and most dangerous form. A tough man's sport where minimal protection was worn like a badge of honor. But the price of this bravado was steep, paid in knocked out teeth, facial lacerations, and far too often life-changing injuries. The early 1900s saw players beginning to experiment with padding, sewing leather patches into their jerseys and crafting crude elbow protection from household materials. Would you believe that some of the earliest hockey pucks were made from frozen cow dung? It's true. While environmentally minded, it wasn't exactly hygienic or durable. Players then moved to wooden pucks, but these weren't ideal either. By the mid-19th century, they began using square pieces of rubber, which eventually evolved into the modern puck shape we know today. The transition to vulcanized rubber in the early 20th century was a game-changer, creating pucks that were more durable and consistent. It took tragedy to spark change. In 1968, Minnesota North Stars center Bill Masterson lost his life after hitting his unprotected head on the ice. His death sent shockwaves through the sport, yet it would take another decade before helmets became mandatory in the NHL. The resistance to change was strong. Many players felt helmets would make them look weak or impair their vision on the ice. But Masterson's wasn't the only incident that pushed for better protection. In 1933, Ace Bailey of the Toronto Maple Leafs nearly died after hitting his head on the ice following a check from Eddie Shore. Shore himself began wearing a helmet after the incident, becoming one of the earliest advocates for head protection in the sport. By the way, if you're enjoying this deep dive into the evolution of hockey gear, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any upcoming videos. 1959 marked another pivotal moment. Jacques Plante, the legendary Montreal Canadiens goalie, took a puck to the face, a common occurrence in those days. But what happened next was unprecedented. Plante refused to return to the ice without protection, becoming the first NHL goalie to regularly wear a mask. What many don't know is that Elizabeth Graham, a Women's University League goaltender, was actually the first to wear a goalie mask in 1927, over 30 years before Plante. Her pioneering spirit helped pave the way for the eventual acceptance of facial protection in the sport. The crude fiberglass mask Plante wore would evolve into today's elaborate masterpieces of protection and personal expression. The transformation from the simple fiberglass shell to modern hybrid masks with metal cages represents decades of innovation in both safety and design. These masks have become iconic symbols of the sport, with goalies using them as canvases to tell stories through their artwork. And the journey of hockey skates is a testament to human ingenuity. In the mid-1800s, players simply strapped blades to their regular boots using leather straps. The revolution came in 1850 when American Edward W. Bushnell developed an improved steel blade. But the real breakthrough happened when figure skater Jackson Haynes had the innovative idea to permanently attach the blades to the boots, dramatically improving stability and control. Today's skates are engineering marvels, featuring custom-molded boots, specialized blade profiles for different playing styles, and materials that combine lightweight construction with maximum protection. The introduction of heat-moldable boots in the modern era has allowed players to achieve a perfect fit, reducing injuries and improving performance. Post-World War II, hockey equipment underwent another revolution. New materials transformed the game. Wooden sticks gave way to fiberglass, then to composite materials. Leather pads were replaced by sophisticated foam and plastic combinations. Skates evolved from simple leather boots to custom-molded speed machines. Helmets progressed from leather caps to high-tech, impact-resistant shells. The introduction of plastics and fiberglass after World War II presented new challenges. While these materials offered better protection for the wearer, their hardness could potentially injure other players. This led to the development of soft outer padding, striking a balance between protection and safety for all players on the ice. The hockey stick has undergone one of the most dramatic transformations. Originally carved from single pieces of wood, these early sticks were works of art but lacked durability. The introduction of laminated wood construction in the 1940s marked the first major innovation, creating lighter, more flexible sticks. The 1950s saw fiberglass wrapping added to wooden sticks for reinforcement, but the real revolution came with the curved blade in the 1960s. This banana blade changed shooting mechanics forever, though its curve had to be regulated to prevent unpredictable puck behavior. Today's composite sticks are precisely engineered, with flex points and kick zones designed for specific shooting styles. Today's players step onto the ice wearing gear that would seem like science fiction to their predecessors. Helmets with impact sensors monitoring for potential concussions, shoulder pads crafted from military-grade materials, sticks engineered to flex precisely for maximum shot power, skates custom-molded to each player's feet, cut-resistant materials protecting vulnerable areas, and moisture-wicking base layers regulating body temperature. The evolution continues. Smart fabrics monitor player vitals, while cut-resistant materials protect against skate blades. Every piece of equipment is a triumph of engineering, designed to enhance performance while maintaining safety. Modern gear has even incorporated environmental concerns, with manufacturers developing sustainable materials and production methods. The evolution of goalie equipment deserves special attention. From the crude leg pads adapted from cricket in the early 1900s to today's lightweight, precisely engineered systems, goalie gear has undergone perhaps the most dramatic transformation of all. The development of the Trapper glove in '48 changed goaltending forever, giving goalies a dedicated catching hand. The blocker evolved from a simple padded glove to an engineered blocking surface. Modern goalie pads are designed with specific butterfly-style movements in mind, using advanced materials to be simultaneously lightweight and protective. This technical revolution has transformed hockey into a faster, more skilled sport. Players can push their limits knowing they're protected by state-of-the-art equipment. The game is more dynamic, more exciting, and paradoxically safer than ever before. And the statistics tell the story. Shot speeds have increased dramatically, players are bigger and faster, yet career-ending injuries are less common. The average NHL career is longer today than ever before, thanks in large part to better protection and equipment design. But perhaps most importantly, these advances have made hockey more accessible. Better protection means more people can experience the thrill of the game without taking unnecessary risks. Youth hockey in particular has benefited from these innovations, with equipment designed specifically for developing players. Love learning about hockey history? Don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. As we look ahead to the future, the evolution of hockey equipment shows no signs of slowing. Artificial intelligence is being integrated into training gear. Sustainable materials are becoming a priority. Smart pucks and jerseys are on the horizon. Wearable technology is revolutionizing player development. Virtual reality is being used for training and game analysis. Biodegradable equipment components are being developed, and custom 3D printed gear is becoming more common. The next frontier appears to be smart equipment. Imagine helmets that can detect and report potential concussions in real time, sticks that provide instant feedback on shot mechanics, or skates that adjust their stiffness based on playing conditions. These aren't science fiction, they're technologies currently in development. The future of hockey equipment isn't just about performance and protection, it's also about sustainability. Manufacturers are increasingly focused on eco-friendly materials and production methods, from recycled plastics and protective gear to biodegradable packaging. The industry is working to reduce its environmental impact while maintaining high performance standards. From frozen cow dung pucks to smart equipment, from wool sweaters to aerodynamic jerseys, hockey gear has come a long way. Yet one thing remains constant: the drive to make the game faster, safer, and more exciting for players and fans alike. Remember, every piece of equipment represents countless innovations, each born from the need to protect players while pushing the boundaries of performance. It's a testament to human ingenuity and the endless pursuit of improvement in the sport. As we witness players today skating faster, shooting harder, and playing with more confidence than ever before, we're seeing the culmination of over 150 years of evolution in hockey equipment. And the best part? The evolution is far from over. The game continues to evolve, and with it, the technology that makes it possible. The story of hockey equipment is really the story of the sport itself, a constant push to be better, faster, and safer while honoring the traditions that make hockey great. As we look to the future, we can only imagine what innovations the next generation of players will see. Hey, don't forget to click on one of these next videos and continue watching, and I'll see you in the next one.